just something about Carolina blue that sets the tone for any matchup, and we are being doused in it right now in this light show to set the stage for this big clash. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Gamecocks offense will start this game off. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping. We'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, you'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Power football with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Sellers. Here comes the heat. Inside the 40. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harbor. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So North Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Sellers. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tosses it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Under fire! The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Now this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the big fella. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They punted away on 4th down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Sellers. Breaks into the open. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Second and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Sellers. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets into the 26. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This should be the last play of the quarter. Lopez to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabs it in the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Extending the play. Turning it on! They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
He's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick him up and put him down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run it from the gun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Sellers. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Off the play fake on first down. Snags it over the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Sunday.
Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Lopez to pass. He's got him. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Going to the run, it's Goff. Plows through the defense. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On the ground. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on third down? They'll try to slam it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on third
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. And this one is perfect. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's out past the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they get him down. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
It'll be 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this run the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Lopez wants to fire. With the catch, it's Ship. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's good. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, that field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off play action on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Hood. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll run the screen. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line. Good enough for a 1st down.
The Gamecocks look to do some damage in the red zone. Now on the counter. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab behind the line. It's Sellers. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
North Carolina, 13.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Keeps it on the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. At the 45 on his way. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wants to throw again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Schiff. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got it in the middle, it's shipped. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass rush going after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give on the counter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air. It's Sellers. He's got the back in the middle. Fights off the defender. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Handoff to the single running back. Gets it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Sellers. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Dead center perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez wants to fire.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll give it to the back. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them. They get to him, but couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Huge play by this defense. This game had an opportunity to get very, very interesting. They step up, make the big play, make this a 2-possession game now with that safety and getting the football back.
Running to Green. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's the handoff. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Lopez to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's shipped. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Brings into the open. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's good. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Lopez wants to fire. Sets up the screen. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. They just keep firing. Gets it out quickly. He breaks a tackle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's good. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's going to throw deep right side. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Culliver. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. But that's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch.
A nice play by this defense, and now you are one play away. Like, you've got the lead. You've got to pin your ears back. You're coming home, and you're playing the pass on this play, and you are trying to end this game right here.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And the Gamecocks just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.